Hello students, today we are going to learn about solutions. So do you have any idea about solutions? Now let us see what is a solution. See, I have taken a glass of water. In this one, I am going to add 1 spoon of salt into it. So I am dissolving this salt in this water. Look, the salt which is present in the solid state is completely soluble in this water. Right? Then if you taste this, what is the taste of this solution? You will be having a salty taste. We can call it as a salt solution. Okay. So here when you observe, the water that is taken in the large quantity is called as solvent. Solvent, and the salt that you have added in a smaller quantity is called as solute. So this is called as salt solution. Similarly, you can prepare sugar solution by taking sugar and dissolving it in the water. You will get sugar solution. So what is a solution? So a solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components. That is called as the solution. So what is a homogeneous mixture? Now we have seen you have added salt which is present in the solid state and water which is present in the liquid state. Both are in the different states, but now we are seeing only one state, that is one physical state, that is only liquid state. So it has got uniform that is properties the whole of the solution will be having. So this is a homogeneous mixture. So this is called as salt solution. So solutions are homogeneous mixtures of two or more components. సో ద్రావణాలు ఇక్కడ మనం గమనించినప్పుడు మనము లవణ ద్రావణం గమనించినాము. ఈ లవణాన్ని నీటిలో కరిగినప్పుడు మనకు వచ్చినది ఈ లవణ ద్రావణము. రెండిటిది ఒక భౌతిక స్థితి గమనించినప్పుడు అది ద్రవ స్థితిలోనే ఉన్నది. వీటిని మనం ద్రావణాలు అని అంటాం. సో ఎక్కువ ప్రమాణంలో ఉన్న దాన్ని ద్రావితం అంటే సాల్వెంట్ అంటారు. తక్కువ ప్రమాణంలో అంటే మిగతా కాంపోనెంట్ ఉన్నదాన్ని మనం ద్రావణి అని అంటాం. సో ఇక్కడ మనము ద్రావణాల విధాలను మనం గమనించినట్లయితే ఇక్కడ 3 రకాల ద్రావణాలని మనము గమనిస్తూ ఉన్నాము. ఒకటి అనిల ద్రావణాలు, తర్వాత ద్రావణాలు అంటే ద్రావితము, తర్వాత ద్రావణి రెండూ కూడా ఒకటే స్థితిలో ఉన్నవి, తర్వాత ఘన ద్రావణాలు. Now let us see the types of the solution. So here the types of solutions mainly based on the solvent that what you are going to take. So here then when you observe, we have taken the solvent. It can be gas or it can be liquid or it can be solid. Now let us discuss about the first type, that is gaseous solution. So in this one the solvent is gas. So solute can be gas or it can be solid or it can be even liquid. Now let us see the examples. The first one, gaseous solution. If the solute is gas, gas and gas, what is the best example you can take? Air. That air contains oxygen, nitrogen and other gases are there, and it is a homogeneous mixture. Then the other one, if the solute is liquid, the liquid and the solvent is gas. So what are the examples you can take over here? Chloroform and mixed with nitrogen. Okay, so chloroform is in the liquid state and it is mixed with nitrogen. The next one, solid and gas. So gas is a solvent and solid is a solute. Camphor in nitrogen. Then the liquid solution. So in this liquid solution, the solvent is liquid and solute can be gas, liquid, or it can be even solid. Now let us see the gas that is dissolved in the liquid. Oxygen can be dissolved in oxygen. Then liquid in liquid, you can take uh, you can now let us see the solid when dissolved in the solvent liquid. You can take the example what I have taken, that is glucose that is dissolved in the water. You can take, or salt dissolved in the water. Just now we have seen. Then the other type is solid solution. So in these solid solutions, the solvent is solid. So gas can be dissolved in solid, or liquid can be dissolved in solid, or solid in the solid. Now let us see the examples. So gas when it is dissolved in the solid, best example is hydrogen gas on palladium, and the liquid when dissolved in the solid is amalgam of sodium, that is mercury, in the liquid state and dissolved in the sodium, that is solid. Then solid in solid, best examples you can take the ornaments. The gold ornaments cannot be prepared with the pure gold. Then it has to be mixed with the little quantity of the copper. So the best example here it is copper dissolved in the gold. So like this we have got different types of solutions. The first one gaseous solutions, liquid solutions, and then solid solution. Okay. Now let us move to the another topic. Now just now I have shown you. So in this glass of water I have dissolved only 1 spoon of salt. Now let me take in another glass I have taken the same quantity of water, and then I have dissolved 2 spoons of the salt. So if I add more than that amount what I have prepared earlier, when you taste this, then definitely you will be observing this will be having a lighter salty taste, and this will be a little bit, you can say, strong, that is salty taste. This is, you can call it as, this is a dilute solution and this is a concentrated solution. So how to express the concentration of the solution? So there are certain ways to express the concentration of the solution. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the expressing the concentrations of the solution. The first one is mass percentage of a compound. What is a mass percentage of the component? It is the mass of the component of solution to the total mass of the solution into 100. So we are saying percent, so it is into 100. So now for example, let us consider 10% of glucose solution. What does it mean? It means the 10 grams of glucose, 10 grams of glucose dissolved in 90 grams of water. 10 grams of glucose dissolved in 90 grams of water. Then we'll be knowing the mass percentage of the component. Suppose if you want to find out the mass percentage of glucose. So mass of the glucose divided by the total mass of the solution and into 100. Volume percentage, how to define this? Volume percentage of component is equal to volume of component divided by total volume of solution into 100. So now what does uh, it mean 10% of the ethanol means? 10% of the ethanol means 10 ml of ethanol in 90 ml of water. So that is called as 10% of ethanol solution. So this is one way of expressing the concentration. The second one is, the third one is mass by volume percentage. So mostly this is mass and which is related to the volume. Mostly this is used in medicine, pharmacy. And what does it mean? So mass of solute dissolved in 100 ml of the volume. Then the next one, the fourth one is parts per million. In short way, we'll call it as ppm. So number of parts of component divided by total number of parts of all components into 10 to the power of 6. So this is another way of expressing the concentration. The next one, mole fraction. So what is this mole fraction? Mole fraction ante mole bhagamu. What is this mole fraction? Now let me take two components like component A and component B. So this component A is having n number of moles of A and component B is having n number of moles of B. So now what is this mole fraction says? Mole fraction is the ratio of number of moles of component to the total number of moles of components present in the mixture. So now what are the components we have taken? A and B. A is having Na moles of A and B is having Nb number of moles of the B component. So now what is the mole fraction of the A component? Mole fraction is denoted by the letter X. So XA is equal to number of moles of the component A to the number of moles of component of A plus number of moles of component B. That is the total number of components present in the mixture. It's a ratio. Suppose if I want to know the mole fraction of the component B, then it will be XB. XB is equal to number of moles of B divided by total number of moles of A and B. So it's a ratio, no units for it. And the sum of the mole fractions of the components is equal to unity. What does it mean? That means the mole fraction అయితే ఓకే కానీ నెక్స్ట్ కొంచెం రాయాల్సింది నెక్స్ట్ తర్వాత రెండు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. What is molarity? Molarity is denoted by the letter M. Number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution. So molarity M is equal to number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution. So now what is the formula for number of moles of solute? Number of moles of solute is equal to weight of solute divided by molecular weight of solute. So we can write in short form number of moles N, weight of solute is W, by the molecular weight is M. So now what is molarity? Molarity is weight by molecular weight, that is N number of moles of solute divided by the volume of solution in liters. Just to remember, you can write like this: W by M into 1000 by V in ml. This can be the formula for the molarity. So let me repeat once again. What is molarity? Molarity is the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of the solution. So the unit for it is moles per liter. Now the next concentration term, that is molality. Molality can be denoted with the letter small m. What is the definition for molality? Number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. So, number of moles of solute by the weight of solvent in kg. Number of moles of solute divided by weight of solvent in kg. So now let us solve few problems for the molality. Now the question is, calculate the molarity of 5 grams of sodium chloride, 5 grams of sodium hydroxide present in 500 ml of given solution. So now what is the formula for molarity? Look here, M is equal to W by the molar mass into 1000 by V. So what is the weight of sodium hydroxide by the molecular weight of sodium hydroxide into 1000 by volume of the solution in ml. So is equal to weight of sodium hydroxide, here it is 5 grams by molecular weight 40 into 1000 by volume, it is 500. So now the formula, now the answer will be 0. weight, whatever the thing that is asked. Now let us solve one more problem. Calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol, formula C2H6O2 in a solution containing 20% of ethylene glycol by mass. That means 100 grams of solution contains 20 grams of ethylene glycol and 80 grams of water. So now let us find out the molar mass of ethylene glycol. So here formula is C2H6O2. So 2 carbon atoms are there. So 2 into 12, 6 hydrogens are there. So 6 into 1 plus 2 oxygens are there. So 16 into 2. So this will be equal to total, when you add you will be getting 62 is the molar mass of ethylene glycol. Now let us find out the moles of number of moles of water. Now what is the question? Calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. So for this one we have to find out the number of moles of water. So number of moles of water is equal to, so now what is the weight of water here? 80 grams. So 80 divided by the molecular weight of water 18, that is equal to 4.444 moles. So now let us see the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. What is the mole fraction? We have learned the mole fraction of any component is the number of moles of component to the total number of moles of component present in the mixture. So, the mole fraction of glycol is equal to number of moles of glycol divided by the total number of moles of glycol and also the water. So, now, so the number of moles of glycol will be 0.322 divided by the total number of moles of ethylene glycol and the number of moles of water. We have got 4.444, that is equal to 0.068. So, no unit because it is a mole fraction. Similarly, you can find out even for the water. For the water, the number of moles of water, that is equal to 4.444 divided by the total number of moles, 3.22 plus 4.444, that is equal to, the answer will be 0.9. Calculate the molality of 2.5 grams of ethanoic acid in 75 grams of benzene. So now here you are asked to find out the molality of the ethanoic acid, which is having the weight 2.5 grams, and the weight of the solvent, that is benzene, is 75 grams. Now what is the molar mass of ethanoic acid, CH3COOH? So here we have written C2H4O2. So C2, where from we got 1 and then another C, so C2, and 3 plus 1 hydrogen here, 4, and then 2 oxygen. So now let us find out the molar mass. 2 into C plus 4 into H plus 2 into oxygen O. So 2 into 12 plus 4 into 1 plus 2 into 16. This comes to 16. So now what is the molality? Molality is the number of moles of solute in 1 kg of the solvent. So number of moles means, what is the formula? Weight by molecular weight. So number of moles of ethanoic acid, here it is weight of the ethanoic acid. How much? 2.5 grams divided by the molecular weight of ethanoic acid, that is 60 gram per mole. Then we'll be getting the answer 0.0417 mole. So now mass of benzene in kg. The definition says that the number of moles of solute in 1 kg of the solvent. So we have to convert this grams into kg. So 75 grams divided by the 1000 grams per kg, which comes to 75 into 10 to the power of 3 kg. Now let us find out the molality of the ethanoic acid. The formula here it is mass of C2H4O2 divided by the kg of benzene. Now what is the mass of the ethanoic acid here? It is we have calculated over here the molar mass, that is how much it is given, 2.5 grams. So number of moles of ethanoic acid means, here number of moles we have to calculate, that comes to number of moles of ethanoic acid we have calculated, that is 2.5 by the divided by 60, that comes to 0.0417 divided by, that comes to this 75 into, that is 1000 grams per kg. So now here the answer will be 0.556 mole per kg. Here, so now let me explain once again. Here, the number of moles of ethanoic acid we have calculated 0.0417 moles. The number of moles of ethanoic acid to the kg of, that is benzene in kilograms, that comes to, that is 0.0417. This into 10 to the power of, here this will become, this is minus. So when it comes up, it will become 1000. So the answer is 0.0556 mole per kilogram. So like that we have to calculate. Let me explain once again the molality. Molality is the number of moles of solute in 1 kg of the solvent. So first we have to find out the number of moles of the solute. So how can we find out? By taking up the weight of the solute and the molecular weight. So now here we have got the answer 0.556 mole per kg. Now the assignment questions for you. So up till now we have learned the terms to express the concentration. We have learned mass percentage, volume percentage, mass volume percentage, and parts per million, mole fraction, molarity, normality, and also the problems we have done. Now the assignment for you, two questions. Calculate the molarity of solution containing 53 grams of sodium carbonate in 500 ml of the solution over here. So here molarity of the solution containing 53 grams means weight of the sodium carbonate is given. You are asked to find out the molecular weight. Volume of the benzene in the carbon tetrachloride.